Okay, senior hiker, I didn't plan on doing this video, but I got tagged and I'm gonna make it short and sweet. Last week, or a few days ago, I was watching one of my favorite YouTube creators, and that's Tom Walker from Following Walker's World. And he got tagged to do what's in your hygiene kit. And I've watched his, and I watched a few others. And while he was doing his, we had just come off of a collaboration hike with him and 3 other YouTubers. And all doing his review, I kept saying, please don't tag me. Please don't tag me. I don't want to be tagged. Please don't tag me. Anyway, he must have felt that negativity because he didn't tag me. He threw it over to Europe, a couple of people over in Europe, and I think one guy here in the States. But hiker in Estonia, we watch her. I watch her channel. She's got many followers, but I like watching her. It's a little old country. I had to Google it to see where it was. A little old country, Estonia. But anyway, I like watching her channel because she takes a little watercolor sketchbook with her and does a little watercolors out on different scenery. And I thought that was real interesting. Anyway, he didn't tag me, so I was happy about that. Now, another one of my favorite YouTubers that I like watching is a young couple out in the West, I think. I'm not sure. I know they're out West because they got beautiful scenery. And they are called Following the Agees, A-G-E-E apostrophe S. That's Rick and Lisa Agee. But anyway, I was watching her review. She got tagged to do the hygiene kit also, but she, and I can understand, she felt like she couldn't add anything to it because all backpackers, all hikers, we all basically carry the same necessities. We bring toilet paper, trowel, baby wipes, hand sanitizers, and various other little things. They can have these little tablets, little tablet towels that you put water on and it swells up and it makes a little hand towel for your face and stuff. All kind of little knick-knack things they bring, but basically the same stuff. So I felt like, she felt like she couldn't add to, so she decided to do her gear room, how she keeps her gear. And I must say, they organize. That's all I can say. I'm sitting in my room. I've got a gear room, but I can't show it to you. What you see, I might show you what's on the floor in a few minutes, but you're not going to see my gear room. Oh my God, nobody's here but me and my wife. It's a room she never comes in. This used to be my bird aviary. I used to be a bird breeder for about 5 years. The bird you buy at PetSmart probably was mine if you're in Atlanta. But anyway, I got out of that and got into backpacking and hiking. Now, I'm not going to do the gear room. I'm going to go revert back to the hygiene. I think I can make a positive contribution, and I just want to show you what I've recently added to my kit. Now, this here is Dr. Bronner's, this one happens to be peppermint, but it's supposed to be biodegradable, and you don't need that much. I bought this little Nalgene bottle with the wide mouth to put a few drops in there. You know, you can use one of these Ziploc bags to wash your t-shirts and stuff like that. Even though we just come off that 4-day hike, we stayed wet from sweat or rain. Nothing would dry, so washing your clothes and hanging them up to dry wouldn't have worked. But anyway, I just recently added that. You don't need the whole bottle. You just put a few drops in this little cute little Nalgene. Mike P. Hiker, he put some alcohol, ounce of alcohol, and it says it don't leak. So it shouldn't leak. The other thing, now I'm not sure if you would consider this part of a hygiene kit, but there's something I didn't notice anyone represented, but I know one of my first hikes I went on, I snagged a fingernail, and I kept saying, oh, don't bite it off, don't tear it off. But I couldn't put gloves on, I couldn't do nothing. It was terrible, terrible, terrible. I ended up ripping it off, tearing up my finger. So from then on, I started bringing these, a pair of toenail clippers, not the little fingernail clip, toenail clippers. And I've used it on more than one occasion when I ripped the fingernail. I could get in there and snip it off. I found that. Now, this usually is in my ditty bag, not my hygiene bag, but it was something I felt like that could go with it. Now, the other thing that I wanted to get to, this is my hygiene kit here. And let's pull it open here. And in here is the hand sanitizer, baby wipes, toilet paper. And this is what I wanted to show you. This here. This is actually, this is now I've got various trowels. I've got the standard garden trowel. I've got the Deuce of Spades. I've got a Cedar Summit one that opens up. And but the I thought that the Deuce of Spades, I thought a lot of that until I found this. Now what happened with the Deuce of Spades, it was a little wider than this. But this one here is titanium. It's made by a company called Vargo, and it's called a Dig Dig Tool. I did a review on this way back, but I'm going to put in the description box, I'll put an Amazon link. When I bought it, it was $30. But I noticed the other day when I checked, it's $24.95, $25 now. So you pay $20 for a Deuce of Spades, $5 more can get this. Now what I like about this, I can't see because I got my screen covered up with my bandana. But what it is, you can grip it, see it's rolled right here on these edges, and it don't hurt your hand. And also, you can get down in it like that. And then it has these little, now they don't cut you, okay? It's not sharp like a saw, but I know always trying to get below the surface roots. Always, with my Deuce of Spades, I had to carry an Essie knife and had to cut the roots before I could get past the surface roots. But with this little tool here, and it's not as wide, so you can dig a channel pretty good with this, and pretty deep. And it's just wide enough. It's just wide enough that if you did miss the trough you just dug, you could you could take the dirt and the leaves and the twigs around it, and you could if you missed the trough, it's just wide enough for a turd to go right in that trough. So if you did miss it, you could take the dirt. You don't have to let it touch your trowel, but you could take dirt, twigs, and leaves and maneuver it and move it right in, put that log right in the trough. But anyway, I found this. This is my go-to tool. It's sold as a tent stake and dig tool. Now I don't know where I would use it here, where I hike, as a tent stake, but I guess maybe some places in the desert or something, this would work pretty good. But anyway, okay, that's it for my hygiene kit. That I'll put a link to this in my description box too. And but I find this is the tool. You can grip it good. It don't hurt your hand. Okay, now I'm gonna take this bandana off, and I'm gonna show you what the flow looks like. I'm not gonna show you anything else except my flow, but believe it or not, I can tell you where every piece of my gear is. Now in these plastic tubs, I've got all my winter clothes and winter sleeping bags and puffies. All that's in these tubs I've got here. But all I'm gonna show you is the flow. And anyway, that's the way it is. Oh, I meant to say, I'm gonna put a link to the full YouTubers that I collaboration hiked with last week. It was icebear, following Walker's World. Sweeps, her channel is Section Hiking the AT, and Mike P. Hiker, my brother-in-law. All of them are nice people, and they deserve your support. If you haven't already subscribed to them, I wish you would. I'll put a link down in the description to each one of them, so it'll be easy for you to get to their channels. And now, Lisa and Rick, the agees out, the ones that tag me, I'm not tagging anybody. That's it for me. But hopefully this will satisfy their request for me. I'm not doing the room. I'll just go ahead and show you what's on my floor.